I love it when my nieces and nephews want to draw with me. This right here is a mighty fine sketch from one of my nephews. He drew for me. Well, I don't that was a little presumptuous. Presumptuous. He drew this and showed it to me. And you know what? I just want to take a moment to talk about how cool it is, how well done it is. So we got this ice cream cone. You have 3 nice big scoops of ice cream on top of it with sprinkles. And I'm just now noticing there's also some drippy fudge there on the top. We got a cherry on the very top with a nice shine. And this, even down to the details of this card with the price on it. I like the depth here. We got the folded paper. And you can see that the bottom line goes a little bit higher. You got the right depth perception. The angle of the letters, you can tell that it's written on this card. Very good attention to detail and depth perception and whatnot. So I love it. Now, as I started drawing, I was going to copy exactly how my nephew drew it. However, I decided I've drawn ice cream cones like this in my past, but I thought as I was looking at other pictures, it might be better to stack them. I think maybe this case is, I mean, his is great. I just wanted to stack them, so that's what I did. And I lost my train of thought, but as you can see here, I drew a sketch in blue, and then I made it a little bit more transparent so that I could draw on top of it, and started doing my line art. And I wanted this ice cream cone to have this is so with the silhouette, with these edges, I wanted to get the bumps in there because, you know, the texture of the cone, it has that little waffle cone texture. And this is something that I got to be conscious about doing, because I'll oftentimes do a straight silhouette, a straight edge, and then I'm like, no, I got to go back and make it bumpy. And that's fine. You can do it before or after. In this case, I did it before. I got to get the depth and the creases and the folds of this ice cream and the cone and stuff. Anyway, yeah, so here's my ice cream, stacked ice cream. I love ice cream. I love ice cream a lot. I grew up in a family that loves ice cream, grandparents that love ice cream. I loved going to Grandma and Grandpa's house and getting ice cream from them because, Grandma would have... She liked mint chocolate chip ice cream, also vanilla, and sometimes we could put fresh homemade jam on the ice cream. I think it's been a while, it's been years, but I feel like I recall doing that. Yeah. Well, then we would eat at the other grandparents' house. I remember eating Fat Boys there a few times. A lot of vanilla ice cream too. Vanilla is classic. You can't go wrong with it. I think it's a good one. My favorite would probably, I will enjoy pretty much any ice cream. However, I do like cookie dough. I like chocolate chip. No, chocolate chip is okay. It depends on the brand. If the chips are like soft and not too waxy, then I like it. Cookies and cream is good flavor. Chocolate with things inside it, like there's a particular brand, Tillamook, that makes one called Utterly Chocolate. That's pretty good. I'm a fan of chocolate. But mint chocolate chip is good, especially from that same brand. Yeah, I love it. So here I'm doing, there's no colors yet, but this is going to be mint chocolate chip in the middle there. We'll put chocolate on top. And then I did strawberry for the bottom layer, which I will say of all the ice cream, strawberry ice cream is probably my least favorite, but that's okay. I would still eat it. It just wouldn't be on my list of favorites. Yeah, tasty. Can you see the texture in this ice cream cone now? The key for texture is value. You need the highlights and you need the shadows. Well, I mean, that's one of the keys. Look at me. I'm not like I'm an expert or anything, but I know value is very important for texture. I think also maybe like line style can be helpful, whether it's smooth or the opposite of smooth. Lines. You can see, like, for example, my shading in the cone is not very smooth, but the shading on the ice cream is more smooth. And I wouldn't say I'm an expert on texture, but I do remember doing a project in high school where we had to draw a picture that in one picture had 5 different textures. So I drew Indiana Jones. There was like a rope texture, there was his clothing, there was his skin, his hair, his, I don't know what else, but it can be tricky to get texture in there, but that's what I was trying to do. So basically I used my base line to get where the squares were going to be for this cone, but then you can't draw the lines for the squares because they're bumpy, so they have to have the highlights on them. The higher things usually have the higher values. So I tried to get no drawings there, right? The white is there. And then the divots of the waffle cone, that's where you put the darker values. Anyway, there you have it. A fun little exercise. It took me about an hour overall. So thank you, Wesley, for drawing ice cream with me. It's always great to have a suggestion on what to draw, whether or not I take it. I know a lot of my nieces and nephews have asked me to draw things, and I don't always do it. You just got to catch me on the right day, I guess. Anyway, but this was a fun one. So there you have it. I'll jump to the final when I add in all the rest of the details and stuff. But this is ice cream. Let me know what your favorite flavor of ice cream is down in the comments. And yeah, thank you for joining me. Please have a nice day. And as always, remember to smile.